have come together to craft what they will all do separately, just because I cannot do it on my own. There's a core competence thing I mentioned. You must find out the area that you are great at. Find out the area you are not good at and go and look for those people. Now, if the people are really as good as you think they are, they will have a premium and a price. Their price could be, give me a stake in what you are doing. Or could mean you are paying them one incredible salary like that, that may not make sense except they are a part owner where you really don't pay them as much as you should pay them. So a lot depends on what your business does and how you intend to take it. Who wants to try the taxi cab? Nobody. Ebenezer, can you help us? I was telling them, if you suddenly own 2 taxi cabs, that's the right person to ask. He's an expert. Nobody wants to answer. Just come up now and help us. We are talking about somebody just giving you 2 taxi cabs. Own it. You're not paying for it, it just gives you straight. Say it's tired of using them. And they are okay. What will you do differently? In a place like Ajah State, let's assume that this was your base. What are the things you will bring into that business that would transform it? I know you're not here as part of the class, but there's someone who does a lot around this. I'm sure you will have something to say.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Afada Metonlu Ali Ebenezer. I'm supposed to have been here from the beginning, but I had to work. He actually sent me doing something else. When I came in and I saw it, 2 taxi cabs, and this man has something for me. I'm not surprised that I'm being called up because having known me for some time, that is what I've been doing for close to about 3 years now. But eventually, my father is a taxi driver, even up to date, but not as a branded taxi. I'm talking about the cabs in the airport. So I was born in it. Apart from the fact that having been in it for 3 years, I've learned a lot in that business, and I'm presently working with, I would say, the best taxi company in Lagos today. Everybody will agree with me. 1 or 2 times we will have, be shuttled around with Red Cab. I worked with Red Cab for 1 good year. Do you understand? I started with Metro Taxi. Now I'm back in Metro Taxi. You understand? And if there's anybody who's been going around and you've been seeing Metro Taxi, the company has actually grown from the Peugeot 406, which we started with about 1.5 years ago. Now we have brand new Kia Cerato. I want to take my clue from the idea of the MD CEO from Metro Taxi. His name is Niyo Guntoyinbo. If somebody could have looked at a business, we started with 50 pieces of Peugeot 406. All the 50 are still working, though we might have some in police stations, in mechanic workshops. Up to today, we still have 50. Now he came up with 150 pieces of Kia Cerato. Each of these cars costs 2.8 million naira each. And if somebody could have any means, go to banks, partner with people to raise that kind of a fund, to keep close to 150 individuals employed, you should know that, the idea is good. Even as I speak with you today, Lagos State government, most of the parastatals in the Lagos State government setup, they use Metro Taxi. Why? Because he has gone ahead, studied the taxi idea in overseas countries. He has brought it in. It is working. It is almost killing every other taxi companies in Lagos as I speak. So I will now go back to his question. What will I do if I have 2 taxis? Somebody just come up, or probably he has something in the offering for me. I don't know. The man might just wake up tomorrow and say, Ebenezer, how much is it? Okay, let's see. Okay, not a branded taxi. Go and look at the Toyota Camry 2. Take. Oh yeah, let us test drive. What will you do? Courtesy of the idea that I've gathered over 3 years in the business. All I need to do is sit down. What is that thing that Red Cab we're not doing right? That Metro Taxi capitalized on. Most of us that worked with Red Cab, close to about 20-25, are now with Metro Taxi. What exactly is that thing that Metro Taxi has? I mean, in their own offering that they offer the people that is not present or is not obtainable in Red Cab, which will make people want to leave. I know 1, 2, 3 things that if I mention here, everybody will quite agree with me that because if I have to drive your taxi for you for 1, 2, 3 years and nothing seems to like there is nothing for me after the 3 years, I will continue to be your employee. Then I need to go back to my house and sleep and say, what exactly am I doing? But a taxi company when it comes up, 3 years, after 3 years, blah, 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 this, maintenance, that, this, you are not on salary, but after the 3 years, the car becomes your own. Apart from the fact that it gives you that sense of responsibility, if this car is my own, in the next 3 years, or this car will become my own in the next 3 years, what do I do? How do I, it now borders on me, how do I take care of this car? Knowing the terrain of our roads, when I no get road for this area at all, I feared when I was coming in. Because for the past few weeks that I've been driving this car, if you call me, you give me a job, going to some area, I say, bros, I beg, look for another taxi. I will not drive this car. I'm not trying to overbloat. Ever since I started with this car, everybody can see it's a brand new car. The nylon is still in there. The day you saw it, it was like, Orewa, we want to chop up, because he knew my last car, the way it was. Even when we want to go out, like, are you sure this car will take us? Doctor, make we go now. But now the gentleman will come into my car, sit comfortably, like the MD CEO of this company, but you don't know that he's expecting. Sure, you understand. What I'm trying to drive at is like that sense of responsibility that really gets into my head when I want to go out in the morning. You call me, Ebenezer, let us go to this Okota, what is that place that they are repairing? I go Palace Way. I say, how much? I say, 10,000. Normally, I should have charged you, even with the meter. Sure, you understand? I will charge you like 3,000 or 4,000. I say 10,000. He say, oh God, want you better, so that the man would think twice. I'm not trying to I would not want to drive this car in that kind of an area. Sure, you understand? Because I know what will happen to that car. On a daily basis, you drive a car, wear and tear. Then after 3 years, then it is the carcass that will be my own. Then the motor will be sucking my blood. Is that what I have bargained for? Is that what I have worked for 3 good years? No. So what I'm saying in essence, apart from the sense of belonging, sense of responsibility that really comes into me, I want to sit down. There are some areas in Lagos, they don't do taxi. They don't do taxis. They do normal danfo. In some area, what they do is more lue. You understand? Because I know everywhere in Lagos. As in, if you wake me up, this is where I go. I say, yes, sir. I know everywhere. I don't need a computer to navigate where I am going to. Where no, I know everywhere. So, there's some areas. If I have a job to that area, I will charge you commensurate to, like as if I'm charging you to and fro. Why? Because I know in that area, like I live in Ayobo. You understand? Probably I'm now coming out from my house. No, but people will look at me immediately. You are coming. Actually, there are some areas they do taxis, but there are some types of taxis they do. Taxi itself in Lagos, just as shoe gets size, taxi they differ because they want to change the face of taxi in Lagos. They refused, no problem. Lagos State brought the Camry, normal yellow and black. They are a little stepped up. From there, you now go to the corporate cabs. Even within the corporate cabs, levels been different. Like when they started on Red Cab, they came with the meter idea. Now we want to shuttle from point A to point B. You don't need to bargain amount with the driver. All you need to do, taxi, take me to, yes ma. Good afternoon ma, where are you going to do? All right ma. You don't need to bother. If you like, just sleep while we are on board. When you get there, all you need to do is just look at the meter. Then you know what to give to the driver. You don't need to bargain price. Sure, you understand? But we came to realize, because when we started with the idea. When Lagos says that is the standpoint, you have to. Sure, you understand? You have to use the meter. But like Lagosians were man, it will not work. As in, this is an idea that it is very, very alien to us. But we came to realize that some people who have traveled overseas, that is what happens there. They continue to appreciate that idea. Those are the people that were like, I prefer the meter thing. Well, like, that meter is just like a referee. Nobody is cheating anybody. Sure, you understand. But because of the type of environment we live in here in Nigeria, I mean, in Lagos, Lagos, this is where I operate. Sure, you understand. So people don't want to change. It's very, very alien. We don't want to change for something better. But at the same time, we still want to come back to it.
Let me help you modify the question. We've given you 2 taxis now. Maybe this car, this Cerato and one other car. What will you do different with it?
Yeah, what I will do differently, because the doctor doesn't want me to go for that. Yeah. What I will do differently, sit down. What is it that is going wrong in Red Cap that is working for them here? How do I now improve on it? Like I said, there are some areas I will never allow my taxi to go. Can you understand? All I need to do is sit down, see. Though there are some conditions Lagos State has set down, that this is the procedure. You have to have brand new cars. It has to carry meter. It has to have all the gadgets in there. But no, there are some that are no meet. Sure, you understand? As a 2-car owner, you understand? Because of the amount involved. So all I need to do is sit down. What do I do? Where do I? All I need to do is just centralize my work in a particular area. Where I know, where is Lagos State, apart from the fact that we know there is the high-level Lagosians, then the low-level Lagosians. The middle class is always it's almost getting out. You are either there or here. I will now look at that area that is in between. That gap is exactly where I will capitalize and hold on to. There is a gap. I want to bridge it.
Thank you.